Morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It's the Monday morning show here. Yeah, been out just like my brother now, giving like weather reports. But I was out, I went out. Yeah, quite windy, almost blew me across the road there. But guys, if you're going to be going out, make sure that you do take safe precautions and don't really go out unless it's a real emergency, urgency. But you know what I mean. Okay, so take care and be very, very careful. But yes, we're back here, three parts of a whole. I think maybe it could be my last morning show until the weekend at least. I think I might be back on my placement. I think they might have found a placement for me to work in my new school, somewhere in North London. I'm not telling you. You just have to. I'm not going to tell you. Period. But we're here. We're live and direct. We've got some news in regards to that. You remember that billionaire that we're speaking about last 2 years? He said, "I want to buy Arsenal. I'm going to buy Arsenal." Did he buy Arsenal? No, he didn't. It's not the billionaire you're probably thinking. It's a different billionaire. Probably the thumbnail. They're probably giving away the whole gambit there. And there's something about remember that ex Arsenal player who was like training with the lads. I was a little bit worried about him developing a bromance with Kieran Tierney and Rob Holding. You need to be going out looking for a club. He's found a new club. So we're going to be talking about that. And some other bits and pieces kind of sandwiched in there on this Monday morning show. What am I going to be talking about? Wait, on the other side of this music. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this. I'm just laughing at what happened yesterday. I had bucket loads of news topics to talk about, and when I say it's going to be a bumper show, it doesn't necessarily mean the show's going to run and run and run before and after an hour. Usually, it means like no one will come into live chat, or maybe the movement's going to be quite slow. And what happened yesterday? I said it's going to be a bumper show. And the live chat was very, very slow. So I'm going to hold it from saying there's a bumper show. It's not a bumper show. It's not a bumper show. We'll probably go for like maybe 10, 15 minutes. It's not a bumper show. And look at Mr. Peter Marinelli. Look, he's just looking at me over there. Guys, I did the latest segment, and I think it's been a long time since I did a player profile segment, but I did the latest one, Peter Marinello. Check it out on the platform. Again, guys, that segment there, it does take a lot of work, man. Researching, doing the scripting, the editing, and everything else there. But check it out. Check it out. Really good segment. Really good profile. And it's not only me saying that. Some other people have been saying that. But I'm saying it mainly. Anyway, guys, like it says in the corner here, it says just there, subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. If you wouldn't mind doing that, please. It's going to be a short show. All right, so let's take this off the screen and go into our first segment. And the first segment, like I said, I'm so happy for Super Jack. I was never a singer. But no, I'm happy for him because now he's found a club. He's found a club. Jack Wilshere signs for Danish side AFG. I'm not going to even try and announce or pronounce the name on a short-term deal. Jack Wilshere has an option on his existing his deal by another year. Wilshere said, "I'm in a place in my career where I need to get started again." Wilshere will wear the number 10 shirt and train with his new teammates today. The former Arsenal, West Ham midfielder, and of course Bournemouth, had been without a club since he was released by Bournemouth last summer upon the expiry of his deal. The 30-year-old has been training with Arsenal and the Italian side Como, which means how, to maintain his fitness, and he looked as he's looking for a new club. Wilshere added, "Since I started training with Arsenal, I have never hidden the fact that it was to be ready for 2022 for a new club. Now the right club is here, and it will be an exciting new challenge for me. I'm in a place in my career where I need to get started again after a difficult period. And that opportunity, it's AGF, has offered me. For that, I am very grateful, and I will do everything I can to live up to the expectations. So again, from me to Jack Wilshere, super Jack. I am so very, very happy for him. Stop this silliness and go and play football. It's funny, because I just spoken about, Peter Marinello, and I didn't realize he played for Arsenal 3 seasons because he couldn't agree to a new contract extension. And doing the research, he says himself that he wished he had stayed at Highbury. He wished he had stayed at Highbury. And you know what? Well, we're like 50 odd years on, and Jack Wilshere said the same thing. He wished he wasn't in a anger state when Unai Emery said to him, "You know what? I want you to stay at Arsenal, but we can't offer you, well, we can't guarantee you game time." And only for Jack Wilshere to be in a huff and a puff. He left the meeting. Shortly afterwards, he was on the phone to his agent and said, "Look, get me out, find me another club." But yeah, Jack has also said that he wished he had just taken his time to relax and then reflect on it and stay at Arsenal. History repeating itself. History repeating itself. All right. Okay. And the next, excuse me, segment I want to talk about. I can't remember what is it. What is it? What is it? Ah, yes. This one made me laugh, actually. I'll read a little bit. What I am going to do, I'm going to do like a video. This is one's transfer news, speculation news related. Arsenal in talk to sign £16 million Napoli midfielder Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz has been a key figure in Napoli's Serie A title push this season, but will have just a year remaining on his contract this summer. So 2 things. I ain't going to go in any great depth because, like I said, I'm going to do a video in regards to Fabian Ruiz. The second thing is it actually true? Because they're in talks now. They're in talks now. Where are we in February, March, April, May, June, July? When does the transfer window open? What, 5-6 months' time? And they're in talks now. I find that really hard to believe. But anyway, I'm not going to go any further than that. I'm going to do my my transfer news segment in regards to Fabian Ruiz, and when it does hit the platform, make sure that you check it out. But 5 months before the summer transfer window is open, actually I think maybe 6 months, and they're in talks now. Get out of it. Don't believe it, man. Don't believe it. And the last segment is in regards to this gentleman here, Aliko Dangote. Wherefore art thou, Aliko Dangote? Actually, that's not the last segment. I just realized. Aliko Dangote. Stand by for action. Well, the prospect of a Nigerian billionaire, Aliko Dangote, launched a bid to take over Arsenal appears to be edging closer. Apparently, the wealthy billionaire has made no secret of his desire to take over a North London club, Arsenal, over oil refinery development, previously stopping him from committing any funds on the new project. Back in April, the African report stated that his oil refinery would soon be operational, meaning he can possibly start talks with the Gunners over Stan Kroenke in regards to taking control in North London. This will be music to a lot of Arsenal fans' ears, especially in light of the European Super League situation there. But according to Bloomberg, Dangote reveals that his net worth has risen by £2.3 billion, taking his overall wealth to £20.3 billion, more than enough to complete a deal to take over the Gunners. So that is the latest in regards to Aliko Dangote. Listen, for me, when it comes to things like that, I'm quite, how can I say, negative. Yeah, I'm very, very negative about that. Because like with the transfers, it's all speculations, all rumours. I don't believe it. That's the player as a sign Arsenal until I can see him holding up the jersey of Arsenal. And even then, I'm looking quite closely. Is it photoshoted or he's flanked by Edu and Arteta? That's just signing. Don't believe it. So Aliko Dangote, I will not believe it until I can see him sign a contract and say, I'm here. I made it. It took a while, but I'm here. I brought Arsenal. So until that point happens, all this stuff here, it is all speculation. All speculation. And just one more news segment. And what I'll do, I think I'll put up no, I don't need to. I can put up his face. Yeah, put up his face. Martinelli is available for the game on Thursday against Wolves. It is Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Is it Thursday? Yes, it is Thursday. So having Martinelli back, what does Mikel Arteta do? What does he need to do? Does he sacrifice Emerson Rowe, who scored a really good goal on Saturday? Or what does Mikel Arteta need to do? Also, star Gabriel Martinelli is back, available for this week's clash with Wolves at the Emirates. Also, boss Mikel Arteta must be brave in this team selection for Thursday's visit to of Wolves to the Emirates. Also need to continue their recent form, which has seen them win their last two Premier League matches and not lose since New Year's Day. The Gunners are in a great position to push for a top four, and now is the time for Arteta to be bold in his 11 that he picks. Smith Rowe took the opportunity in Martinez's absence, scoring a fine goal to open up the scoring against Brentford. It was Englishman's 10th goal in all competitions this season and 9th in the Premier League. After struggling for starts of a late due to Martinez's form, Arteta would face criticism from supporters if Smith Rowe was again replaced by the 20-year-old this Thursday. Selection dilemma, what our manager wants, and Arteta certainly has this week. But if the Spaniard is bold, he could be able to shoehorn all his young talents in the same 11. So what are your thoughts? Would you like to see Martinelli slotted back in? But then what about Smith Rowe? Can they all play together in the starting 11? Can they all play together? I mean, Lacazette's form is just falling off the cliff, hasn't it? So I think what I might do, I think I'm going to put that as our latest poll. Would you like to see Gabby Martinelli slotted right back in? He's now available. He's served his time. He's served his time. And yeah, I would like to see all three of them. That's Bukayo Saka, Gabby Martinelli, and Emil Smith-Rowe all play in the first team. It's possible. It can be done. But at whose expense? At whose expense will that mean? So let me just quickly find this here and put it here for everyone to see. So again, come into the live chat. Better still, you can have your vote. Let me know what you think. So does Martinelli go straight in the starting 11? Choose only one. Yeah, so that's Martinelli go straight back into the starting 11. So it's going to be a straight yes or no. All right, so go over there. I mean, for me, yeah, why not? You want to go all guns blazing, man. I mean, the defense is probably the best part of Arsenal at the moment in time. The midfield, I mean, someone posted like highlights of Thomas Partey against Brentford, and I wasn't really that impressed, to be honest. Wasn't overly impressed. But anyway. So guys, really, these are all. Those are these. That's those. Those, because it's happened in the past. It's not these. Those have been past participle. The topics, the news topics, running on Cannon 42 on this Monday morning show. It's almost 20 minutes after the hour of 11 a.m. and at least over here UK time. So I think what we do, we're going to the live chat and see who has joined us on this particular Monday morning show. And actually, before I do, actually, I'm going to remind everyone that this evening, 5:30 p.m. is going to be the return again of the Cannon Project. I'll tell you what, it's going to take some going to beat last week's Cannon Project. Probably actually the best. Again, what we weren't debating, we were just discussing certain topics. But the lads will have to go some tonight to beat that there. So I've got brother Isaac coming back for the Canon project, and I've also sorry about that, and I've also got John the Gazer Guna coming back for the Canon project. So yeah, 5:30 p.m. UK time. So let's go into the live chat. Actually, my wife just tried to call me. I kid you not. You probably might have heard a funny sound. That was because I've linked a platform to my laptop. And she's still trying to call me. Guys, I'm sorry. You're going to have to bear me a second. Bear me a second. My wife calling me. I had to respond. Have you done the washing? Did you do the washing? All right. Okay. So let's go into the live chat for the first time on this Monday live show. And I don't think I've got a moderator from what I've seen there. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Terence Tibbs, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Why are rival fans not talking about us? Couldn't care less. I couldn't care less whether they talk about us or not. Doesn't concern me. Actually, we are bringing back our history. We've got a long way to go, Terence. A long way to go. Bringing back our history. We can probably talk about that once we start to win more silverware, i.e. the Premier League. Bringing back our history. We've got a long way to go. Bringing back the standards of what this club was built on. And what standards? What are the standards, Terence? Bring back the standards. What this club was built on. What standards are you talking about? Good morning, Colin. I want to say congratulations for winning the competition. My brother was running his competition on the platform. So congratulations. I've given my brother your address. So look out for the prize that you won. I'm not sure when he's going to post it out, but well done. Well done. We have progressively released more more kits. Dear. Everyone releases kits. Why is no one talking about Floria and Noels? I've not heard of this player. Not heard. Maybe maybe you can tell me about him, Christopher. What position does he play? And pardon my ignorance because I've not heard of this player. We progressed to 0 style of play. We progressed to 0 European play. Cannon Fodder was a game on the Amiga 64 console. Oh, was it? Oh, right. Okay. Okay. I remember the Amiga 64 console. Oh, you're showing your age now, man. When we were in Europe, most of the time we were the worst, biggest team in the competition. You say that, but did we get to a final? Didn't Unai Emery get us to a final in 2018, 19? The worst, but we got to a final only for the players just to bottle it. 4 goals in 13 Bundesliga. Okay, all right. So I think I'm going to probably do a player profile, not a player profile, but I'll do a profile video on him. And if you can't see, we are building a style of play. You are mad. Then I'm mad. Sell Odegaard and sign Neves. Ooh. Let me make it a little more easier for you, Christopher. Why can't we sell Granit Xhaka and bring in Neves? Play 4-3-3. Which should have been sold years ago for 40 to 50 million pounds. Well, unfortunately, it's the injuries, isn't it? The injuries that got the best of him. Sign Neves and No House. Terence, you're shooting rainbows and shining on a fertilizer pile, my friend. It stinks, though. It stinks. No thanks, Chan. Colin, you're lacking. Okay, all right, guys. It's okay debating, but I don't want to see anyone using foul language. So far, keep it like that. Again, it's opinions, isn't it? I mean, I don't necessarily, agree with you, Terence. It's your opinion. I have to respect it, but I don't agree with your opinion. We're coming back to our history. No, we're not. We're not. We're it's like we're in a different dimension compared to where we were, how we were, and who we had. We're nowhere near coming back to the way the history has been at Arsenal. Nowhere near. All right, okay, and so Shaka too. Fans like you are negative and reactionary. Like me, or oh right, okay, you're talking about okay. Fans like you are our downfall. Someone please buy Arsenal. Well, I tell you what, Christopher. Maybe we can do like a GoFundMe page, and maybe you and I can be like co-owners of Arsenal. Would you vote for that? I would vote for that. Dear. Hope he takes over Spurs. Would be comedy gold. Morning nights and fellow Gooners. The player profiles are great. Yeah, the book. I need to read his book. Actually, I do need to read his book. John, probably didn't see when I started the show, and I was talking about because I had the player profile playing in the background, and I was talking about Jack Wilshere and the parallels between the two players. Not so much the playing style, but Peter said that he wished he had stayed at Arsenal because, as I understand it, in the research I did, they couldn't agree, Arsenal and Peter, to contract extension, so he left. And much like Jack Wilshere, called into the office by Unai Emery and saying, "No, Jack, I can't guarantee you more game time, but we would like you to stay." Only for Jack Wilshere to again, we know how it got played out, but Jack also said that he wished he took things nice and calm and actually came back and said, "Okay, Unai, I will stay at Arsenal." The parallels, man, the parallels. Neves and Raphael, Leo, great chemistry. Oh, I didn't do a video on Raphael. I need to do one on him as well. Morning Gooners for Fallen Idol by Peter Marinello is an excellent book to read on a great insight into young players' fanfare arrival at Arsenal. Neves, Raphael, and Tavares. They said, "Well, I tell you what," they said, "Good morning to you. You were going all guns blazing on Arsenal fan circle last night." I had so many things to do yesterday, so many things to do, and it was good to like kind of settle down and have some time to listen to Ray and the lads on Arsenal fan circle. But good work, man. Good work. Good day, Alex. He should leave Martinelli on the bench, and when he takes Lacazette off, put Martinelli up front. But assemble, I think. I can't remember, was it Sam Greenwood? Or maybe it must be, no, it wasn't. It was Melvin Marks who said, Lacazette, he's failing. He's failing us. And Lacazette, I don't know, man. What can I say? Apart from, I don't know, man. Elsevier has been sat down after going off script twice now. But even though his creativity got us goals, just what Orba's hat trick. Yeah. Again, I was reminded about that, but I just didn't want to talk about because for me, I want to draw a line under Aubameyang. But yeah, good luck to him. He scored a hat trick. It's a stretch to say. At least I think he was given to wine. Wind up Arteta. So there is a fella in here that may say you lack knowledge. I just found out my 45 years of Arsenal kit is like, what's it say about me then? Apparently, I know nothing too. But yeah, Terence Stibbs, you're saying that we're back to getting to our history. We're nowhere near it, bro. Nowhere near it. Let's have the conversation when Arsenal wins the Premier League. Then we can start the discussion. But getting back to how No, no, we're again, we're in a different parallel, in another dimension. We're in another dimension, so far away, so far removed to how Arsenal used to do their business. And at the end of the business, you can look, the balance sheet. Okay, we've won this, we've done that. We've got rid of players, we've bought these players. We're off that mark, Terence. We're off the mark. And it's not that I'm being negative. That's the truth. That's the truth. How further still? Where did we finish last season, Terence? 8th place. Where did we finish the season before that? 8th place. We haven't won the league in 17 years. So for you to say that we're getting back, we're not. No, we're nowhere near that point, Terence. Again, it's your opinion. I have to respect it, but I disagree with your opinion. Good morning, Tony. Hope you're well. Exactly. Baku 2019, Terence. Come on, man. Come on, Terence. You got to respond. All the people in the live chat are asking those questions. They're asking the questions of you, So what style of play? What style of play? John, Aubameyang is now scoring. Come on. Duck always look at the positives, but the negatives. We are selling our players for nothing and improving other clubs. Nothing has changed. Good morning, Tony. I hope you're keeping well. Thank God for all the young players that are helping us at this time. And that's what I said in the live chat on Arsenal Fan Circle. They've pulled us out from so many holes, but you can't rely and put the burden solely on the youngsters. But didn't even touch the third goal. To be honest, I'm just trying to draw a long line under Aubameyang, just moving on from that. Lacazette helps the youngsters. That's his strength. By the end of the season, he needs to be sold. Let's see what happens. It's like if we did get 4th this season, would it really be considered an accomplishment? 4th has not a chance at a league, and the 4th place team will not compete well in the Champions League. They qualify. I think Terence has just timed. He's logged off now anyway. But to say that Arsenal are getting back to the stands, we're so far off the mark, Terence. I'm not sure if Terence but I think he's probably gone now. But again, it's your opinion. I have to respect your opinion, but I disagree with your opinion wholeheartedly. And to say that we're negative and reactionary, it's based on facts. It's based on facts. Again, finishing 8th in the last 2 seasons, and this season's not even done yet. It was wonderful, the win against Brentford. Wonderful goals by our 2 youngsters, the Hellwind products. But where are we? We stay in 6th place. So, Terence, come back, man. Come back at me. Come back. Reactionary? Negative? It's based on facts. Anyway. I want to look at the poll that I've done for the last half hour. And the poll is now that Gabby Martin is now available. Does he go straight back in the 11? At whose cost? If you'd like to see him go straight back into the starting 11. So the poll here, again, the question is, does Martin go straight back into the starting 11? Choose only one. It's just a straight up yes or no. Okay, if you want to put a comment in, explain your reason behind it, then put a comment. If not, just vote and give us a thumbs up. So these are the votes. 23 votes. And the percentages are as follows. So does Martin go straight back into the starting 11? 48% of the followers and subscribers on the platform say no, doesn't go straight back in. And 52% of the followers, subscribers on the platform say yes, he does go straight back in. But we're a long way off. I literally just within the last actually it says 15 minutes. 15 minutes. You two can have your say. Vote. Again, if you want to comment, but keep it clean. No vulgar language, please. It's an opinion, sure, but I think he may want to not mount the soapbox with that one. Yeah, it's his opinion, and it's funny. The funny thing is, Terrence, I'm not sure if Terrence is still there, but Terrence, you've like it was last Monday. You put in a comment about, what was the comment? That Arteta has done more for Arsenal over the last decade than any other manager. I think, really? No, 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 no. And now you've done it again. You've done it again. He's just on a wind up. That's what it is, Colin. He's on a wind up. I get what you say about Laka regards goals, but I think he is a stabilizing force. Question: when Arsenal got to the Usmanov had shares, but no say. Yeah, the Cronkies have been controlling the club for years. So all this we've just got control is a little more than nonsense. Of course it is. Of course it is. Again, you've been on the board, you've been a director since 2013. So what have you been doing for from that point up until now? Do you know what they've been doing? Putting their hands in the till, getting their hands caught in the till. That's what they've been doing. We put it all in and they take it all out. How many clubs are after Fabian Ruiz? I have no idea yet. I've not done any research, but I will do. Hi, guys. All right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, People calling me, people sending me messages, text messages. What's going on here? Don't they realize I'm on one of the I won't say the best platforms. We're a good platform. We're not the best platform. We're okay, but we are definitely better than Amazon Prime. But Arsenal were the biggest spenders in 2021. Numerically, yes. But you've got to remember as well, Tony, that investment there, we invested in the future. What about the here and now? As much as I do like Samuel Lokonga, some of the games you see him playing, you can clearly see the guy literally is out of his depth. But yeah, it's what about the here and now? And what about the January transfer window? It's all good getting rid of some elements of the deadwood, even though I don't really like to use that term. We didn't buy any strikers. No strikers were born. Were sold. You knew literally how you're feeling about Aubameyang and how Aubameyang felt about you. I'm not sure when literally you could actually see when Aubameyang literally just became disconnected. But you knew how that was being played out, and you didn't even go into the market. You went for the longest time for Dusan Vlahovic, a player who didn't want to come to Arsenal. What was the plan B? If we're not going to get him, guys, this is going to be our second target. Ridiculous. And then you see the philosophy. Such fine margins. Martinelli, suspension. And what's going to happen if God forbid, if there are any injuries? If we receive any injuries or suspensions in the striker department or in the midfield department, forget about top four. Actually, I'm already saying forget about top four. With or without injuries, with or without suspensions, we're not going to make top four. Call me negative all you want, but it's my opinion and I'm sticking by it. And that's the truth, Ruth. Kroenke is spending money. Is it his fault? The board aren't selling and buying players. Kroenke isn't responsible for buying. Blame Edu. Blame Edu. Kroenke isn't responsible. Then Tony, then isn't that the problem? Because you look across London to that team. I can't stand Chelsea. Can't stand them. You've got, Abramovich, who, of course, his plaything is Chelsea. Man, talk about ruthless. They're two syllables. Ruthless. God, my goodness. You win the Champions League, you better make sure you win it the next season and the season after that. Otherwise, your job is on the line. And the point I'm trying to make is we've got an owner who doesn't really care. Don't really care. Blame Kroenke. Oops. He's not giving us enough money. Is it Kroenke who keeps playing? I don't know. It might be. It might be. It's a hotline. It's Arteta. Hello, who's this? Yeah, this Stan. Stan. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Stan? Keep playing Shaka. Do you hear what I say? Keep playing Shaka. Why? I said keep playing Shaka. Remember the contract extension? Oh my days. Is it Kroenke who's isolated Saliba, Guendouzi, Inter, etc.? Stop blaming Kroenke. Stop the Kroenke. Listen, I'm going to blame him. I'll blame him, Tony, because the culture at Arsenal, how we conduct business, starts from the top all the way down. An owner, actually, no, not an owner, no. An employee is indicative of an owner, a director of an entity or a company. Really? Because if the owner doesn't care, guess what? Your employees are not going to care. He has said it, Tony. I haven't bought Arsenal to win trophies. What kind of owner says that? So you were thinking, all right, okay, I'm supporting Arsenal, but I'm not supporting Arsenal for us not to, I'm not worried about winning trophies. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to blame him. Lacking ambition. I mean, if it was like American football, bucket loads of ambition. But I'm going to blame him for the culture we have at Arsenal. Employees are a reflection of the owner. If the owners don't care, your employees will not care. Punto. Period. Spending money at Walmart, getting Walmart quality, great. Also need Gucci or Rolex to be where our history is. Our spend is top 4. I want to see how long it takes Saliba, Saka, Ilsefro, and Martinelli to be disgruntled and be called a disruptive influence in the changing rooms. Why isn't Kroenke changing managers then? Our buying and selling is too bob. And this season, 4th is just as irrelevant as 12th. Kroenke has changed the manager. Arteta won the FA Cup. When did he win the FA Cup? See, now you're relying on the history now, yeah? Let's talk about the here and now. You're only as good as your next game or your last game. You're talking about 2 seasons ago, Tony. That's gone. That's gone, man. If you want to talk about 2 seasons ago, I will talk about we finished 8th and then we finished 8th again. That gave him a stay of execution. Tony with Emery's team. Arsenal has never bought a Gucci. Oh my days, man. Kroenke could care less about our place in the table. We have the 3rd largest fan base of any sports team in the world. That's money, man. That's the matter. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what it's all about. It costs 4 mil. Yeah. Unai got us into the FA Cup competition. Oops. Good morning, Peter. Arsenal will make top 4, sir. Not for me. Not for me. Clearly, this is his last year to perform. But what about all the speculation about him being offered a 2-year contract extension? His job is safe, man. This job is safe. Good morning, everyone. Says Ian. Ian, good morning to you. As an Arsenal fan, we need to get 100% behind the team and hope we can get top four. Anything less is a disaster. But the second season, he improved the points tally, but it's not. How can I say this? It's not the points tally that matters. It's the position. The position gives you whether win, lose, or draw. Whether you win the position to be in Champions League or you don't. It's the position. It's not the points. Oops. If Arteta gets 2 years, then that's totally unacceptable. Then you better prepare yourself, Tony. You better prepare yourself. Yeah, because I'm not saying what is rhetoric about this, that, and the other that I'm Arteta out. I've never declared whether I'm Arteta out or Arteta in. Arsenal all the way. Clearly, if Arteta does well, then we will do well. The club will do well. But I'm not gonna just sit here and say, looking at the situation with rose-tinted glasses and say, we're not doing great. We're not doing great. And you see now, we've had this debate so many times, Tony, on the platform. We've had this debate. And that is not about to happen. As God is my witness, that is not going to happen. If he finishes worse than 6, which I'm thinking that he will not be sacked. He's an easy option for the board and the ownership. Easy and cheaper option. Exactly. Times change, and now we have to compete with the way Chelsea and City are conducting business. Soon, Newcastle will be part of that discussion too. Yeah, I didn't realize that they just ascended over that relegation zone, innit? They picked up the points as they need. So if they do, which I think they will survive this season, you can expect next season they're going to be going pardon the pun, all guns blazing, spending their little pennies on the players because now they secure literally Premier League and the potential of winning the league. And I kid you not. Oh, right, we've got a moderator. Actually, we've got 2 moderators now. We've got Monty. Good morning, Alex, and kind of for your family. Thank you, Monty. I hope you're keeping well. And then we've got Ashley D, who also says, hey up, Gooners. I predicted 7th at the start of the season. Right, I'm predicting 8th, and I'm going to stick to that. I'll stick to that. Again, I just don't like the idea of we're asking favors from other teams. If only, they can beat Man United. If only Spurs would lose. If only, Leicester City and, Leicester City, if West Ham could drop points. Nah. We were not like that back in the day. We just got on with our business and you knew the 11 was going to be this, the manager was going to be doing that. And more often than not, we'll go away from home or play at home, get the points. Not be thinking, you know what? If only Man United will, probably lose or draw. How far have we fallen? Stop looking for favors from other clubs. Let us focus one game at a time. Stop forecasting how many points we can get in February, how many points we can get in March, etc., etc., etc. If it looks like a duck, it sounds like a duck, guess what? It's a duck. Tom, the intention of Arsenal started with the selling of Anelka. Pitiful. I spoke with Henri about that. There is a reality about the Anelka situation that isn't public knowledge. Oops, what have I done? Oh, sorry. What's happened there? My expectations are not high. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here. Well, last 6 seasons, 76 points would be enough for fourth. You have to say it's have a better squad, especially up front. And Tottenham have Kane and Song, so it will be a good going to get fourth. Not on Can Avoid TV, they're not. Leicester finished. But you know who they're missing, innit? I mean, you know, Vardy cannot go forever. And that's why they brought Patson Daka. He can't go on forever. He's age, what, 35? But you can see they're missing him. The guy just gives it, man. Sorry, let me switch this off. The guy gives it every game. The guy don't business. But they need a serious striker. I mean, this guy, I can't remember his name now. Nigerian, I forget his name. Is not on the level on Jamie Vardy. Nowhere near, man. But they're missing Jamie Vardy. Are they finished? I don't think they're finished. Yes, then, well, you might be onto something there. What's happened there? Now, however, I do believe we have a great chance of getting fourth this season. We are still a few seasons from challenging for the title. Long way off. A long way off. Of course it is, Tony. Of course it is. But I'm good friends with Anelka to this day. I remember you saying that, actually, yeah. To be relevant, we need money. Big players, European play. That is the new culture. Remember the generation of players we are in this, the council culture. You would find that history matters zero. Zero. What unreliable, and then appear all at one. Dearie me. Fourth would be a miracle. Even yesterday's game, we were okay. Why they sat back? As soon as they subbed and decided to attack, we went back into panic mode and conceded, as usual. And we have money. Yeah, money is money. You know, it's a concept, isn't it? But this is why I said, you know, as much I can't stand Stan Kroenke. If I was a billionaire owner and I'm coming to Arsenal, I bought Arsenal, and I've got like the board members saying, "Oh, you know what? We've got the manager. He's demanding money." I will say, "No, you're not getting any money from me. I want to see how you conduct business first before you get any of my hard-earned cash. Show me how you conduct your business. Yeah, how you scout, how you buy, how you sell. Show me your business acumen before I part with any of my hard-earned cash. And only until then, I'm keeping my money. But prove to me that you guys know what you're doing." So we have money, but so far, we've not been good at spending the money. And then we sign players, we bump up their salaries, and come time for us to sell the players again, no club can afford the players. And I understand that literally in these times, recent times with the pandemic, you know, again, when the pandemic hit the UK, actually Europe, of course, you know, apart from the human elements, you know, seeing people passing away and dying, this and that, whether you believe in COVID or not in the pandemic, the clubs suffered. And of course, not a lot of clubs were able to part with money, but some did. PSG, you know, Man City, all those clubs they got reserves of cash. But we have money, Tony, but we're just not good at recruitment. We're not good at it. Even though the pandemic, we still are in a better position than most. These players want all of the now, not any single part of it. Brentford game, a part in Shaka, not good enough. Tony, you better be careful now, man. People will come after you. No, you got to be careful now. People just don't like those two players to be criticised. Who are you to criticize and talk about Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka? Clearly, if you're telling me that Granit Xhaka is our best midfielder, that says it all. That says it all for me. Is it any wonder why we're never going to win a Premier League? I'm not only blaming him, I'm talking about that position there that Granit Xhaka holds. Our best midfielder? Really? Not good enough. Like a done. It looked like it, innit? Looks like it, man. The defense is good, but like we said before, there's only so much the defense can take. It needs protection from the midfield. And I'm looking at the midfield, I'm thinking, again, Arteta and Edu, you knew we were short in the midfield. You knew we were short in the striking department. Why would you not? Again, rather than waiting for, it's 1 minute past the hour minute. Now we can do transfer business. Now we can speak to people. You do the business before. Ridiculous. Our ambition as a club is lacking, and that's the problem. The big players do see that, says Colin. Absolutely not good at selling either. Not good. But surely before you brought the club, you would have done the research and know the quality of the scouting and facilities and everything. But you see, with that, I will come in the knowledge that, I will give him a chance. I'll give him a chance. Look at George Graham. When he came from Millwall, what did he say to the players? I want to keep you. You lot, you got to go. Your Tony Walcott's, your Graham Rickses, got rid of them. And for you lot, you need to prove to me, I'll give you this time to prove to me, whether I'm going to keep you or I'm going to sell you. So the same thing, of course, I will do my homework. But I'll say, I'm here now. Prove to me, show to me, how you conduct business before I call in the replacements. Before I call in my people who I have confidence that they can get the job done. The business acumen. Well, it's quite windy outside. So, of course, I've done my homework, but I arrive at the shores of Arsenal. I'll say, all right, you know what? You've got to go. But you lot, prove to me. Don't come to me with the begging boat. Show me how you conduct your business. If you can't do it, I've got people who can do it. But that's why I say I will blame KSC. I will blame the Cronkies. The way we conducted business is how they are. They couldn't care less. As long as the Arsenal entity is making money, they couldn't really care less. And you know what? I said it before. Arsenal, releasing a third kit, a fourth kit, a fifth kit in one season. People will go and buy it because they know we're so gullible. A sixth kit, a seventh kit, a pre-match kit in one season. And we'll still go out and buy it. We're so gullible. Eyes wide open. Eyes wide open and the sense closed off. It's as simple as that. Those that don't learn from history are bound to repeat it. Also, just keep doing the same thing. We will give up as many goals as we did last season. We will have about the same points last season. What has really changed? The gap is the only thing that has changed. I'm there to be argued with on my opinions with anyone. No, I know that. But I remember last year? I critiqued Thomas Partey, and someone said to me, who do you actually? He used some expletives, vulgar language. Who do you think you are? Talk about Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey's been the best midfielder. I said, mate, it's my opinion. I will stand by my opinion, even up until this day. I'm looking at the highlights of Thomas Partey in the Brentford game. I'm thinking, well, are these his best bits? These are his best bits. This is what you put together to try and convince the masses that Thomas Partey. This is the best highlights of his performance against Brentford. Doesn't amount to much, man. So if you're going to put it out there, Tony, be prepared for the avalanche of comments coming at you, bro. Oh, dearie me. Cronky out, Edouard Arteta out, project restart. Yeah, I know. Sacrilege. AC Milan was a huge mistake, undeniable miss. That is a problem, but that's the reality. And until we get the upgrade, Alex, they'll probably do work on deals and do the groundwork before the window opens. I've not seen that to go against the contrary. I doubt it very much. And if they do their homework, they need to, you know what? They're probably on a C minus at the moment. They're on a C minus as to how they do their homework. And if I was writing the reports, could do a lot better, must do better. Not good enough, a C minus. But you need selling teams, agents. Seeing war games. Look at what Kroenke's done with the Rams. Plan B is a problem on and off the pitch, Arsenal's pitch. The failing Rams have won the Super Bowl thanks to the shrewd player management, not financial investment. And players to be open to come here. And I agree, KSC are to blame for poor running of the club. Scott, it's nothing about liking him. Because we're not here to like the players. The players are employees. And they're paid to perform their duties. So for me, it's nothing about liking any player. Got to perform his duties. Colin, that's why I can't shoot for us. Oh, Ed always smokes cigars. You guys are just so funny, man. Trying to import the big players from the Rams in a league that has no relegation, and we'll be competing with the top teams, no matter their record. Oh my lordy! The difference in American football is that a franchise on football isn't. However, I think we can improve the sponsorship and partnership deals and maybe get a franchise model in place here. I don't know if I'd like to see that, to be honest. I've taken a step back from Arsenal until certain rotten apples leave as soon as possible. Cranky does not understand the European construct of sport. It is very different than American structure. You make me laugh, man. Oh my days. No, it's not about liking, but connecting to them. And this season there has been a reconnect. There hasn't been a reconnect, to be honest. Not for me, anyway. Scott Kirk, thank you for your comment on live chat, but I'd prefer to defer any comments or any thoughts or opinions about that platform there. I'm only going to wish them all the best, but I don't think it's fair if I was to comment anything on that platform over there. Okay. That's why the Crankers tried the Super Bowl, the Super League setup. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Fair enough. I don't want to be mentioning anything about that platform there. Wish them all the luck. Right, guys. I think we'll probably finish. It's been an interesting one. Oh my days, man. Tony, bro, man, be careful, man. Be careful. People are going to come after you, man. How dare you mention Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey? How dare you? Who do you think you are? Don't dare talk about those midfielders. You know what, people? We are done and dusted on this Monday morning show, which is now like just turned into the midday show now. But we are finished. We're out of here. I will be back though later on this evening to do the Canon project, where I'll be joined by John the Geezer Guna and brother Isaac. So make sure you tune in for that. Don't tune out. And also further, if you'd like to, like it says there, it says I can't touch the button. It says subscribe. subscribe. Be a part of the community. Why not? Why wouldn't you not want to be part of this community? If you do anything in your life for the next 10 seconds, subscribe. Subscribe. Until then, I will see you at 5:30 p.m. for the Canon Project. And you've been watching Canon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.